Have you ever missed your bus stop because you were too afraid to ask a question? I have. I remember sitting in a vehicle unsure of where exactly I was supposed to stop. I wanted to ask. I should have asked, but I was afraid of looking silly, afraid that people would think I didn't know what I was doing. I was a JJC, Johnny just come. So I stayed quiet, and before I knew it, I had gone further than I intended. At the time, it was just an embarrassing experience. But recently, I have realized that I have seen the same pattern play out in many areas of life.
Life with Aunty Bee. Alive with Aunty
Hello and welcome to Alive with Aunty Bee. If you're new here, you're highly welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I love you and I thank you for coming back. This is a space for people who want to love their lives and live them fully, unapologetically, while glorifying God and positively impacting the people around them. Because I genuinely believe that if anyone should be fully alive, it should be those who know that they were created intentionally by God, those who are in Christ. Today, I want to talk about one of the biggest enemies of living fully: fear. Not the fear of danger, the fear of people, the fear of expectations, the fear of validation, the fear of reception, the fear of what people will think if you change direction, start over again, speak up, show up, or simply become who God created you to be. Lately, I've been reflecting on my journey, and I have seen that I may have seemed to start things, stop things, pivot along the way. And if I'm being completely transparent, there were moments when I worried about what people would say. Why is she changing course again? Why can't she just stick to one thing? Does she even know what she's doing? Why is she so inconsistent? But the more I reflected, the more I realized something important. Consistency in the wrong direction does not make it right. And there's a difference between inconsistency and alignment. There is a difference between doing what people expect and doing what God is asking. For a long time, I knew I had a message. I knew there was something God had called me to do, something God had placed inside me. Sometimes fear has a way of distorting what God gives you. The message remains the same, but it gets delivered through a vehicle that was never designed for it. You start adjusting yourself, toning yourself down, trying to sound like other people, act like other people, package yourself in a way that will be more acceptable, trying to fit expectations, trying to earn permission to be yourself. But I've come to a place where I am done apologizing for how God made me. I am expressive. I am unique. I am thoughtful. I am reflective. I am passionate about helping people see the beauty, purpose, and possibilities in their lives. And those are not flaws, they are tools. They are part of the package God gave me to fulfill my assignment and glorious destiny on earth. So, why would I rather, spend my life trying to borrow someone else's vehicle? It doesn't make sense. Why would I spend my life waiting for validation from people who didn't create me? Many people are living beneath their potential because they are waiting for permission to be who God already called them to be. They are waiting for approval, waiting for applauses, waiting for certainty, waiting for everyone to understand their vision, their mission, their goals. And while they are waiting, life is passing them by. Just like I sat in that vehicle and missed my bus stop because I was afraid to ask a question. Fear will always cost you something. Sometimes it costs opportunities, it costs your peace, your joy, it costs you years, and sometimes it costs authenticity. The good news is that God never intended for us to live imprisoned by people's opinions. Bible speaking in Jeremiah 29 says, 29 verse 11 says, the thought he has for you, they are not evil, they are for good, to give you a future and a hope. So do you notice that God has a plan for your life, not people? God. And if he has a plan, then your responsibility is not to gain everyone's approval. Your responsibility is to be faithful, to show up, to obey, to become. So if you've been hiding, shrinking, delaying, or second guessing yourself because of what people might think, what they might say, how they might respond, this is your reminder. You do not need permission to be who God created you to be. And if this channel stands for anything, it stands for this. You are worthy of living. You are worthy of living fully. And the life God has for you is too important to sacrifice on the altar of other people's opinions. As long as you're doing what God has called you to do, that's okay. Thank you for spending your time with me. If this message resonated with you, let me know in the comments. What fear have you decided to stop allowing to control your life? And if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do and join our community. Here at Alive with Aunty Bee, we learn to love our lives, live fully, and glorify God through it all. So until next time, stay alive, stay hopeful, stay joyful, and keep becoming everything God created you to be. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.